Hey guys, welcome back to That New Toy Smell. Pixel Dan should have been back from his honeymoon by now, and What the What the heck?
Pixel Dan Enterprise, there seems to be no signs of intelligent life on the planet.
What the? What is...
Pixel Dan Enterprise, I'm still scanning the surface.
With the new J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie hitting theaters this month, I thought it only appropriate to talk about one of my favorite toy lines from my childhood that was based on one of my favorite TV series, Star Trek: The Next Generation by Playmates Toys. Playmates began releasing action figures based off of Star Trek: The Next Generation in fall of 1992. By this time, The Next Generation was already in its 5th season, so there were plenty of characters to make into figures by this point. Galoob actually released a short-lived line of figures based on the series in 1988, but that's a story for another episode. I still remember the Christmas morning when I received my first set of Star Trek figures, all of which came from the first wave of the new Playmates line. Lieutenant Commander Data, Lieutenant Worf, Commander William Riker, Lieutenant Commander Geordi LaForge, Counselor Deanna Troi, a Borg, a Ferengi, a Romulan, Gowron the Klingon, and my man, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. The style of the figures was very appropriate for the time, and very common to other Playmates lines from the era, such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or even Toxic Crusaders. Each figure came with a slew of appropriate accessories. Some of the items you would find include phasers, tricorders, medical kits, whips, arm attachments, portable computers, dilithium crystals, and much more. I always loved that these figures came with so much great stuff, but admittedly, as a kid, it's easy to lose so many small pieces. And speaking of small pieces, the first release of Geordi actually came with a removable visor. This was soon discovered to be a choking hazard, and Playmates immediately began releasing Geordi with the visor permanently attached to his head. Because of this, the version with the removable visor is now quite rare, mostly because people like me probably lost theirs. Aside from great-looking figures, Playmates was also releasing vehicles and playsets to fit with the figures. Some of my favorites included the Shuttlecraft and the Transporter. The Shuttlecraft has the ability to fit one of your figures in the pilot seat, plus a few more sitting in the back. The design was very accurate to what you saw on the show, and it made some great sound effects with the push of a button. And then there's the awesome Transporter. Check this thing out. Now unfortunately, mine doesn't work anymore. But when it does work, here's what we do. There's a door on the side which opens up so you can stand your figure inside. Once your figure is in place, you can see him through the window in the front. Slide your fingers up the switch in the front, and through a cool trick with mirrors and awesome recognizable sound effects from the show, you watch your figure beam away right before your eyes. I was always so amazed by this when I was younger. It's easily one of the coolest playsets I have ever owned. Playmates continued creating Star Trek action figures all the way to 1999. In this span of time, just about every character or variation you can think of from The Next Generation was created. We even got figures from some of the other TV series, such as Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and even the original series. A whole lot of really great figures saw release thanks to Playmates. And now, once again, they have the license thanks to the new film, and new Star Trek toys are once again on the shelves. But if you want to know about those toys, then you're going to have to check out episode 9-2 next week on www.thatnewtoysmell.com.